Finally, a better version of Claude Code for free available? Well, that is the question. But now, for us Windows users, the new Codex app is available. And I'd like to explore it with you together and see what it can do actually, because it's quite powerful and there's a lot of things to explore. So let's get started. First off, as you can see here, I downloaded the app and that's what it looks like regarding the interface. And what we basically can do is we can link a project folder locally we have simply by clicking on this icon here, add new project. Then you can open here this pop-up window and then choose a project which you want to get started with. So that's the first thing. Then you can see here, these are the projects already linked. And then inside this project here, you can basically then here create threads. That means you can have multiple, in this case, Codex sessions at the same time. That means you can run, for instance, 5 terminals next to each other, but directly in here. I could just click on Start New Thread in here, right? Like that. And then basically I can, here's my thread, and so let's get here started, right? Like that. I can run this and basically we're good to go. So that's basically it. How we can run, in this case, multiple threads inside the project next to each other. So that's the first thing. Next, what else is available? Let me click on new thread here so we get started here for fresh. So what else? Well, we have automations. That's also available. That means we could actually schedule tasks. As you can see here, if I go to automations, there are various templates to start with. For instance, scan recent commits since the last run or last 24 hours for likely bugs, proposed fixes, and so on. So these are a few templates. You can read through them, but those are available by default. I just need to select it, click on it, and then basically everything is pre-filled, and I just need to decide whether I want to use this. I choose the folder here, and then basically I can click on create, and that's it. Otherwise, of course, you can also start from scratch if you go to new automation here and then choose the name, the project itself, which you need to select, and then whether you want to use this inside a work tree, the prompt itself, and then also the schedule here, and you're good to go. So that's basically that. What else? Well, we also have skills, of course, available. So as in Claude Code, we also have in Codex skills. And if you go to skills section here, you would find all the skills you have already installed. For instance, for me, you can see there's Context 7 and other kinds of skills which can enable or disable. And you can also, of course, go to, in this case, new skills in here and then search via the skill creator, create a specific skill, or of course, download the skill and install it to Codex directly. That's also possible. Beside this, what's also available? Well, we can always choose the model itself, and here we have this great new GPT 5.4 model, which just based on benchmarks is better actually than Claude, so just to mention that here. But you can also choose a different model if you want to do that. But here I'm choosing, of course, the best model, and then I can also specify the reasoning effort you would like to have. You can also go in here, add files. You can specify whether you want to use plan mode. If you don't have to have a skill, which by default uses a plan mode, you can enable this if you want to do that. And you also have the option actually to increase the speed. Currently there is this fast mode, which is currently available for free for a limited time. So that means that your project is even created faster. So kind of double the speed, at least that's what I heard. But I haven't benchmarked it, so I can't say for sure, but that's also available. And there are MCP shortcuts, which you can also install, for instance here Figma, Linear Notion, and specifically Playwright, if you want to install the MCP server, which allows you to do end-to-end test. However, I would not actually recommend that, just mention that, because for Playwright, we should rather use a skill, which makes more sense, because this then reduces the context pollution, so to speak, of the context of the model. So, but that's also available. If you want to install that, we can do that here as well. Then also we have here, we are currently on the main branch here. We can switch branches, and we can also do here commits to Git. And by default, if you have an empty project, Codex also asks you at the beginning when you can directly click on a button here, and then a Git is initialized in this folder. That's also available in here. Otherwise, we have also here a selection for local. Currently, this is a local project. I can also create a new work tree, and I can also actually work in the Codex web, so also in the cloud if I want to do that. And we also see, of course, always the rates limit, which are still available until we hit, so to speak, the limit. For the permissions, by default, that's also important. We have default permissions, which means Codex runs on our local system, but has only access to the specific folder, right? Our working directory. There are no elevated permissions by default, which means it cannot simply override your Windows system, for instance. But you can also run it with full access, which of course then increases also the risk. Think of Claude dangerously skip permissions, right? This mode, which is also interesting and intriguing because Claude is doing everything on its own. On the other hand, it is actually a security nightmare. So we have to be honest here. So these are the options we have inside here, inside the Codex app. And then of course in the settings, you can also choose the language and so on. That's also available. So that's it for the new Codex app. It's a great app and finally also available on Windows. And as I said, for a limited time, also you can use Codex for free. So I encourage you to try this out. Also share your feedback. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot. And I'm curious what you say about the new GPT 5.4 model as well as the app. Just let me know, as I said. So thanks for watching and hopefully see you in the next video. Until then, best guys.